Hey everybody, Foxrose here, and this is post-game spoilers for DMC5, so if you don't want to see what's about to happen, click away now, please and thank you. Alright, gonna give you 5 more seconds just to make sure that no one is still hanging around here. And... okay, time's up. We're good? We're good, alrighty. So, now for the monsters, or enemies, whatever you want to fucking call them. Now, as I was saying at the end of the last video, I have not done all of these, nor will I be doing all of these, because that means playing through the game a second time, and I ain't doing that again today. But, I will be showing off all of this stuff, and I won't really be going into the character models if they look like you see everything in the front. Like, say, the Empusa, there isn't really much else different on the back that you can't see, so why bother showing the back? But otherwise, here we go. Seems you'll be running into a lot of these ugly suckers, and I mean suckers, literally. The good folks of Redgrave have had their blood sucked dry by these little worker ants. Once the creatures have a butt full of the red stuff, they carry it off to the Clyphot. Well, on the plus side, they are pretty dumb. They might even ignore you and keep working until you turn on the heat. Be careful though, worker ants don't seem so weak when you're being swarmed by them. Ain't that the truth? The green Empusa, on the other hand, if you thought those other bugs were bad, you're really gonna hate these guys. The green stuff in their butt ain't any kind of blood. It's a healing nectar that'll fix up other demons' wounds in no time at all. My recommendation? Kill these first, before they make themselves a nuisance. Oh, and it looks like they spit some kind of poison juice too. So, maybe bring an umbrella. Fucking sassy bitch. Oh, you can actually kind of see... oh wait, no, that's just the way it's moving. Next, Red Empusa. Oh mama, this is a rare one. Just goes to show the power of blood. This one sucked up so much of the red vino that it's crystallized its body. You could probably knock some of the crystals off with a few hits, or take this guy down and get the whole lot. Trouble is, from what I've seen, these shy little monsters are mighty skittish. First sign of danger, and they're out of there. Better work quickly if you want the big payoff. I mean, yeah? Shit. Empusa Queen. First time I saw this, I immediately thought, and here it is. I knew it! Where there's worker ants, there's gotta be a queen too. The big gal's got the armor to take a beating, and the tools to dish one out. And when she's angry, she ain't picky about her targets. She'll scythe through her own demon buddies to get to you. If that ain't enough, she'll get fired up if she sucks enough blood. Watch out if her body turns red. That's your sign that it's time, that it's go time. And now, look at that spiny thorax and those fucking appendages. My God, you are the most terrifying insect on the planet. Whoever thought you up must have got a good fucking paycheck that week. Okay, now for the more iconic kind of enemies, I guess you could say, because the Empusas are more or less this game's signature enemy. And there's quite a few enemies in this game that get referenced from the other games. Take that as you will. These shambling meat sticks are residents of the underworld, foot soldiers straight from the legions of hell. Time was, these things only appeared on the mortal plane by possessing a wooden doll, lump of clay, or something similar. Now, these creeps walking around Redgrave are the genuine article. It's a sign that the barriers between the demon world and the human world are breaking down. So, tactical breakdown. Their sides look simple, but they've got plenty of reach, and they're serrated too, to cause maximum blood loss. So, make sure to dodge. Those are some pretty tattered rags, dude. My God, your legs aren't looking much better. Hell on Antinora. Antinora? I'm gonna call it Antinora. Antinora! Take a Hellcana, torture it till it goes mad, throw weapons in its hands, and this is what you get. Their hatchets are real nasty, and they're nimbler than they look. Expect quick attacks when they go into a frenzy. Judging by the samples we got, these things are extremely susceptible to pain, so you better believe they won't take any punishment lying down. Knock them down, but keep your guard up. Next thing you know, it'll be back swinging like a madman on fire. And my God, look at those veins. Jesus. And real quick, can you even see the eyes on this thing? Not really. Okay. A high priest in the choirs of hell. Ain't that something? These fellas tend to leave close quarters fighting to the grunts, which they can summon in to take the heat off themselves. Meanwhile, they attack from long range by extending those snaky tentacle arms. They'll try to keep their distance and dodge gunfire when they can. You'll just have to show these slithering scumbags you got the smarts to get past their defenses and send them screaming back to the pit. Yeah, the Hell Judesha, whatever. They aren't that fun to fight, but they're challenging. And in a game like this, you kind of need challenging at least every now and then. Ah, the pain in the ass enemy. It's not a pain in the ass because they're strong, it's a pain in the ass because they're small. Pyro Bat. Ever heard the phrase, like a bat out of hell? Well, this is it. These leathery little pests have got some kind of combustion chamber built into their biology, meaning, well, they breathe fire. On their own, these critters ain't gonna burn your ass up too bad. Just watch your back when a whole swarm tries to crash the party. My God, I wish I could make them stop. Just so I could get a better look at them. And now, this is their pissed off older brother. Hellbat. You know, we see a lot of weird things coming up out of the hot place, but this one's really something special. See how the combustion chamber is mounted on its spine, so when it spits flame, it sets itself on fire? That's the kind of design I can get behind. Not that I'll object if you smash these little assholes to Kingdom Come. Try aiming for the combustion chamber on its back. Should take the fire out the critter and make for easy pickings. Yeah, the entire back is the combustion chamber. My God. These things can fuck right off. I don't care if you're a fan of Edward Scissorhands or anything like that, just fuck off. Now, a master engineer like me's gotta have a profound respect for the laws of physics. So when these creepy specters come drifting through walls with their shears a-chopping, it kinda gets on my nerves. Yeah, that's the main reason why I don't like them. They defy physics way too easily. But they've got to be solid sometime, otherwise they couldn't block your attacks with them shears. Near as I could tell, that noggin controls the whole shebang. Look for some cue from the head, and aim your attacks there. Might go down easier than you think. And if anyone's wondering, I didn't really look at the back because, well, you see why? Riot. The pits of hell spew all kinds of reptilian nasties, and this is one of them. I study their cell samples, and let me tell you, their muscle tissue is something else. Each limb is powered like a hydraulic cylinder. That's how they jump so dang far. And I ain't exaggerating when I say their retractable claws are razor sharp. I tried one on some sheet metal. Zip! Cut right through. Weak to impacts, though. Think you can break them off? Let's take a look. Wish I could get a better look at that tail, though. Like, my God. I ain't gonna complain too much. These guys, on the other hand, oof. Chaos, another big lizard that's crawled out of some deep dark hole in the underworld. Each one of those spikes on its back is like a giant sawtooth, and it's not afraid to get them spinning. They're sharp but brittle, so try snapping them off in between dodging its attack runs. Oh, and it's got these nasty little neurotoxin sacs inside its chest. Step aside when it starts hacking something up. That stuff is lethal. I hate how they all move like that. Like, yikes. And this thing, you can't even really see its eyes. And lastly, Fury. I got this theory that demons mutate based on their deepest, darkest desires. So, take this big lizard. It wants to hunt, right? It wants to go faster. Wants to kill faster. Day in, day out, all it can think of is speed. Few generations of that twisted killer instinct, and you get a freak so fast it ain't even moving under its own power no more. This sucker uses raw demonic power to do little space-time jumps. It'll warp right next to you and bite your face off before you can blink. Hope you got quick reflexes. I love how it's all red. Like, for those who don't know me, red is one of my favorite colors. And my god, that pulls it off so well. And now for the original fans, and the Devil May Cry 4 fans, to go a little nuts because of these fuckers. In his journals, a daddy sometimes mentions the Black Angel, some kind of powerful demon that used to inhabit the underworld. Daddy had a theory that it was created by transubstantiating, okay, fuck that word, transubstantiating an unwilling human victim into demonic flesh. If that theory was right, then these dead-eyed creeps are like a mass-produced version of the Black Angel. Their shields? Hella tough. If you want to get around them, you're gonna have to use your head. Good luck with that. And now, where have we seen that kind of design before? Proto Angelo, even closer design still. Check out the armor and weapon on this demon. I'm seeing clear similarities to the Black Angel. My guess is these are some kind of prototype, or maybe modified versions of the Black Angel. We've seen these weirdos speaking to the mass-produced types, giving them orders like they're in command. Seems they're smarter than your average hell beast. And hey, I know you think you're invincible, but that sword will give you more than a close shave. But if you can parry it, I reckon you'll have a pretty big opening to do your stuff. Yeah, that is a gnarly looking sword. Just my god. It's no rebellion, but my god. Next up we have Baphomet. Your average demon don't have the smarts to actually wield their power as magic. This fella breaks the mold though. He may only have ice tricks up his sleeve, but that's still enough to kill you if you don't watch your ass. Just look at those freaky, stick-thin limbs. Physically speaking, it's weak, and it knows it too. It'll try to keep its distance and throw up a magic shield to block your shots. You'll have to get in its face, or wait for your chance to shoot past the shield. Hey, nobody said this business was easy. Lusatia. Sure was interested in dissecting this demon. This thing bears out my theory on demon evolution. Can't do magic incantations without a mouth, right? So after a few generations of demons obsessed with arcane chants, you get something that's all mouths with its muscles so atrophied it can hardly move its limbs. And more mouths means more power. My guess is this thing could kill you dead with a single spell if you let it get the chant out. If you see it starting something real ominous looking, you'd better shut it down real quick. So I'm curious, how many fucking mouths are on this thing? Let's see, there's one per each hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm counting 11 mouths on this thing. If anyone's finding more, let me know. Ah, yes, Behemoth. Every now and again, you get a demon so absorbed with gluttony and power with it that it starts cannibalizing its own demon kin. See how other demons have chained up this thing's mouth? It's good to know that even the demons are afraid of becoming chow. With the restraints in place, this big boy will just stumble around looking sorry for himself. Not too dangerous. Bust the chains off though, and it'll go hog wild, eating everything in sight. If it jumps a few bad guys, all the better. Just don't come crying to me when it nips your buns. Yeah, this thing... I don't know how I feel about it, really. It just reminds me of those things from fucking Oddworld, Abe's Exodus. Or Abe's Odyssey, whatever. Ah, yes! The nobody. Not the Kingdom Hearts nobody either. At first glance, these uglies seem half-formed, like they broke out of the egg too early. I gotta admit, there's still a lot I can't figure out about them. Half-baked or not, they'll tear you a new one if you don't watch out. They got more strength in those spindly arms than your 3 average demons combined. And what else is on the menu? Magic powers. When you see them kind of dancing around, they're absorbing demonic power right out of the atmosphere. What really bugs me is those masks they wear. The masks are important to them somehow. Just wish I could figure out how. So fun fact, I hate horror. Yet I like Benny and the Ink Machine. And fuck those things. Just fuck those things. They gave me a nightmare in Devil May Cry 1. Literally, they actually gave me a fucking nightmare. But enough with the standard enemies, on with the bosses. And I didn't show any of the boss stuff in the previous video because a lot of it can be kind of spoilers depending on your opinion. So, you guys will see it after we're all done. Okay. Qliphot roots. We're seeing these bundles of Qliphot roots all over Redgrave. The outer skin on them is so thick, you'd have to spend hours working on them with your sword or gun to cut through. Figures, what other kind of plant would survive in the underworld? Luckily, these shrinking violets wear their hearts on their sleeves. Look for the pulsating mass of red somewhere within the roots. My theory is that these spots are like hearts, pumping collected blood into the Qliphot. Well, like any gal knows, if you put your heart out in the open, then it's gonna get broke. Take out the pulsating red blobs and the roots should wither. Just try not to think about how much blood they needed to get that big. I mean, yeah, that's kind of fucking nasty when you think about it. What? That's... I'm literally getting stopped as I do that. Okay, that's all I can show you guys. Ah, yes. The demon that was shown off so many times in the demo. Goliath. This demon calls himself Goliath. Gotta love it when they just up and tell you their name. Makes my job so much easier. Anyway, you see a roided out muscle-headed demon like this one? You can pretty much guarantee he'll be dumber than a sack of pork chops. Still, that gnarly belly mouth is impressive stuff. Dragging crap in and superheating it in his hellfire? That's got potential. Gave me a few ideas for expanding the arsenal. So, I guess we kinda owe this ape a thank you. I mean, not really? Can't tell if he's got scales or fur and feathers. Either way, he was kind of an easy boss. I like him, but he was kind of easy. Artemis, on the other hand, talk about a complete flip of the spectrum. You heard of Machiavelli? He's a legend, one of the underworld's top gunsmiths. Now, would you believe it if I told you Artemis started out as a gun he made? Seems that fusing the gun with a human host created this. And before I continue, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Artemis is the gun you get in Devil May Cry 5 before you go and fight Virgil the first time. That gun is this! Fucking how? Man, I wish I could have seen it in the flesh. Those energy beams it was shooting at you were graceful, right? Like a ballet of destruction. Yeah, I can see it now. A priceless relic, one of the last remaining artifacts of Machiavelli's genius. Until somebody came along and smashed it the hell up. Just don't talk to me for a while. I mean, it was fun. It was a great challenge. It just... I hate enemies that do long-range attacks all the time. It just gets on my nerves. Needhog. According to V, this thing was living symbiotically with the Qliphot, a parasite among the vines. With all that blood running through the Qliphot, it figures that something would hitch that a free ride. Its humanoid core would be weak to attack if it weren't for all the tentacle-like arms it can swing around to defend itself. On top of that, it can hide itself inside the Glyphot to stay safe. If you want to kill it, you gotta find a way to drag it kicking and screaming into the open. Oh, and by the way, this thing is as dumb as they come. Yeah, I remember Griffin kind of just talking shit to it the whole time. God, I wish we could get a better look at it. But what can you do? Ah, here we go. Elder Geryon Knight. Geryon are listed as Ecus Daemonicus. Nicus. Daemonicus. I did not say the N-word, okay? In some of the oldest demonology texts. That's horse demon to the uneducated. Keeping up okay, sugar? Anyway, seems these demons come in all shapes and sizes, but the one thing they have in common is the power to mess with time. They're also proud this is not a horse you just jump onto and ride around. So if V's telling the truth, the way that knight was able to ride this Geryon is some mighty impressive stuff. Also, love the fact that the knight and the Geryon are both straight up references to Devil May Cry 1 and Devil May Cry 3 respectively. And also the Geryon looks a lot like the one from DMC3 to boot, so pretty cool. Cavalier Angelo. Whatever sorcery it was that cooked up the original Black Angel, somebody's been mighty busy perfecting it to make this fella. Retractable shields built into both arms? It's attack and defense in a single package. And with that Demon Gal Trish stuck inside, it can blast lightning all up in your face too. Let me tell you, I've got a lot of respect for that design. Sure wish I could have seen this one myself, but I guess I'll have to quiz Trish and Dante about it instead. Good luck getting a hold of Dante, honey. Still pretty gnarly. This is another one of those bosses that I kind of want to just fucking die. So you know how I was talking about Artemis before? Yeah, Gilgamesh is kind of in the same dealio. Gilgamesh is a kind of metal that can be mined from the bedrock of the underworld. Fuse it with demon flesh, and you've got armor harder than steel. That's what we got here. Seems somebody decided to fuse the roots of the Glyphot with a batch of Gilgamesh, and before you know it, there's a 3-story metal demon walking around. The really rad thing about Gilgamesh is that it can create shockwaves out of thin air. That's how this varmint was blowing things up from a distance, and it means running don't do you no good. If you want to kill something like this, you gotta get up close and personal. And of course, the model viewer, because we didn't already see this thing's back enough as it was. Sorry, I'm still bitter. And the freaking legs, my god. Just not realizing that is a stinger. Wow. I will say, the fact that they kept the general design of Gilgamesh from DMC4 in this is really cool. Still hate this boss, but still really cool. Okay, yep, this is what I was talking about. They use some stronger enemies as boss encounters at one point. So yeah. And this is one of the boss ones. That's why I kind of was freaking out before. Okay, now it's time for the V-specific boss fights. The Mirage variants of enemies. Mirage Goliath. I guess I'd describe this as a metaphysical infernal phantasm. Sounds pretty good, right? I'm gonna write that one down. Looks like this one is supposed to be Goliath. Kind of a waste of effort if you ask yours truly. If you're gonna bust out this kind of power, why not choose something a bit more badass? Anyway, if the likes of this fella caused you trouble, you wouldn't have survived so long. Mirage Artemis. Another metaphysical infernal phantasm. Man, I love the sound of that. This one's based on Artemis, but just like the gorgeous light show of the original, ain't nowhere to be seen. Whatever it was that made this thing got no appreciation for the finer things in life. And lastly, Mirage Angelo. Ahem. What we have here is a metaphysical infernal phantasm. Ooh-wee, I impressed myself. I got an inkling that these are yanked out of the target's memory and manifested to go on the attack. The old nightmares made real deal. But heck, I'm an engineer, not a wicked witch. What do I know about magic? What's clear is that no phantasm is going to be more powerful than the original. You got nothing to fear from these guys, these things, unless you're already on your last legs. This bitch really can fuck off. Before I even get into this, why make us fight this bitch with Nero? Why? Like, legit, I only used my gold orbs that I got throughout the entirety of the playthrough twice. She was the first one. I only used it once. And keep in mind, I don't really play DMC all that well, I won't deny it. But even still, Nero... Fucking Nero, why? Like, in this game, until you beat the game, Nero isn't that great of a character. So why? Anyways, Malthus. According to V, this demon calls itself Malthus. Judging by the different body tissue of its upper and lower halves, I think it used to be two separate entities. My guess is some arcane sorceress type fused the bird into herself, but then realized she couldn't keep the bird under control. By the way, this bird was still a little chick. If you'd let it grow up all big and strong, we could have had a real problem on our hands. As if we didn't already. King Cerberus. Everybody knows that when you see a big mutt with 3 heads, that there is a Cerberus. But Dante managed to run into the king of the whole batch. That guy's moving up in the world. Well, you gotta hand it to the king. Wielding fire, lightning, and ice ain't no mean feat. But like all Cerberus, under all the king this and your majesty that, he ain't nothing but a glorified guard dog. I wonder if Urizen was upset about what happened to his pup. I mean, as it is, it's pretty freaking cool that we got to see another Cerberus boss fight. Just, I don't know why we needed one. Like, can someone explain to me why we needed another Cerberus boss fight? The weapon we get from this one is awesome, but why? I don't get it. And now we're nearing the end. Urizen. Your target, the Demon King. Thing is, I can't find any mention of Urizen in any of my demonology texts. You'd think a guy who crowns himself king of all demons would be a little more infamous. Well, superstar or not, he's definitely got the power to keep a grip on the throne. But you don't need me to tell you that, huh? Listen, if you're sure you want to take this guy down, watch your ass, alright? And, yeah, you're just going to stop me as well. Okay. Urizen. This sheds some light on what Urizen was up to, rooting himself into the Glyphont to grow fat on its power. He wasn't just fighting you sitting down out of contempt. He needed to stay rooted into that thing to absorb its power. That makes it all the crazier that he cut himself off to move around. Those shreds of the Glyphont left in his body looked like a real headache, attacking and defending at Urizen's will. How you got out of this fight alive, I'll never know. That's the kind of shit I'm talking about, just stuttering. And again, you don't even get to see his fucking back. Oh wait, there it is. There it is. Excuse me. Next up is the final version of Urizen. All that blood, all that life force focused into the fruit of the Glyphont. When Urizen ate that thing, his whole King of Hell gig seemed like nothing. He had the power to shake the foundations of the world. He was so damn powerful that he just cast off those vestiges of the Glyphont that were his weapons and armor. They were only slowing him down. From then on, all he needed was his own physique, the ultimate expression of killing power. To take him on and win, you'd need the power of a god. And considering the fact that it was Dante that killed him, yeah, it was a god. And now, Virgil, the final boss of the game, son of the legendary Dark Knight and Dante's brother. Lady says he once lost to Dante and got his ass thrown into the depths of the underworld. Later, he turned his sword, the Yamato, on himself, using its power to cleave demon from human, and so sever everything that was holding back his demonic side. So V was the humanity he left by the wayside. Well, they're back together now. Virgil's weakened days are over. Virgil. Seems crazy to think that the weird bastard who ripped your arm off was Virgil all along. And once he took Yamato off your torn off arm, he could use its power to cut the human side out of himself. But even with all that raw power, he couldn't take down Dante. What he cast aside in his quest for strength turned out to be the most important thing of all. Yep, his true power was inside him all along. The look on your face, what a bunch of corny crap. Devil Trigger, Virgil's true form. He always thought that his humanity was stopping him from unleashing his full potential. Well, he sure got his demon power figured out now. Guess this is the payoff for his time being Urizen. In this form, Yamato, the source of his power, is stored in his arms. Maybe this is the true form of Yamato, too. And now, the character models. Because, my god, Virgil looks so different. Like, his arms keep the same design, but Virgil himself, my god. What did they do to you? He doesn't look bad, just what did they do to you? And damn. The fact that you can see all the different cloth pieces wrapping around that sword hilt? Oof. Looks great. Oops, wrong one. Yep, just rags and riches, Virgil. Rags and riches. And now the Devil Trigger. Oof. Wait, so unlike Dante, he actually has a tail? I mean, that would make sense. It's Virgil after all. But yeah, these are all the different face cut-ins of all the enemies. This is why I wanted to wait on this, because boss enemies are a pretty big deal. And of course, Virgil is the motherfucker that did all of this. Again.